And off we go from Ford Field. Here's Greg Reynolds to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclones. David Montgomery. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing here is Goff. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They face 2nd down and 7. In motion. Once again, it's Barkley. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. And in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Goff. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. Now, Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Third and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And
if you want
to. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision
I'm sorry about that.
Will end up in a turnover on
a lot of things I forgot. So replace
Baker There's certain times, Mike, throughout
that's
the game
that
call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
A tight end in motion now. Here's a handoff to Barkley. He is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Reynolds now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. First and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. And it done the defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up fourth down. They'll try it now with Montgomery. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
Man in motion is Brown. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2 minutes remaining here in this first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. 2nd and 7. They send the tight end in motion. Now a give to Barkley, running right. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
On third down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And that'll set up fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will open up a 13-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On play action, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Here's Goff. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. The Lions called their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. They'll go play action with Goff. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. To throw is Goff. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion is going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2.
Baby, you okay?
One good for 15 and a first down.
I love you.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions are on the board. It's now 13-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. And in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll spin out of the tackle. Winds up getting about 6 yards. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose. and forcing third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Goff to throw. And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Like it's going to play a big role in who wins this one.
Daddy. I understand.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20.
Oh, that's what you're
where
doing?
they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Man in motion is Smith. A 1st down throw for Hurts. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. 3rd down. Here's Hurts out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Dotson, the man in motion. That's taken in.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to... You have to understand, if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the 1st down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And the Lions are going to have themselves a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains. First and goal, and here's Montgomery. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now, here's second and goal. To throw is Goff. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
They'll run with Gibbs. No place to run there. Good job by the D to stop him at the 2. On 4th down, Goff. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run the toss to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down here.
Yeah, baby. No, hey, do you want me to get off the game? Come on, let's get done. Baby. Get up, come on. Yeah. I can get off the game, whatever you say. That's on demand. I'm telling you.
This crowd into it now.
It's on demand.
As we get to 3rd down.
No. You already know it.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's a great play.
Where you need help.
It'll set up a 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting it into this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Oh, he's got this one complete to Goddard. And he's going to get there. He's got the first down.
Dang, he's still throwing out.
Awareness after the catch. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks. And in motion is Brown. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. you believe it? It's intercepted.
Let's go, baby.
You know, as they say, hindsight being 20/20, but they probably would have been better off just leaning on the ground game to close this one out. Instead, they decided to put the ball in the air, and now
You still didn't get it open?
all the pressure suddenly shifts to their defense to try to close this one out.
Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Goff. Here's a
Nobody's
screen
blocked,
set up
man.
for Gibbs. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, Detroit. Now, faking the give. He's got Laporta open on the left side. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked up.